Hello, my valued viewer, and welcome to Metal Gear. Um, I got the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, and I got it because I never played half these games before, but I always wanted to. I played the NES version of Metal Gear, which is the inferior version, and some of Metal Gear Ghost Babel, which was also called Metal Gear Solid, just to confuse everybody. But I already beat this version of Metal Gear multiple times. In fact, I already recorded myself beating it, but due to camera malfunctions and also my voice being still messed up from the factory, um, I decided that it wasn't good for, I didn't want to produce content that just sucked like I have been in the past, and I wanted to just up the quality in general some more. So I'm just gonna get right into it now, and I hope you enjoy. So this is the MSX version of Metal Gear, which is the Kojima version. But I'm gonna clip this down a lot because it's not that interesting of a game, and I just want to make a shorter video that hopefully is just it just gets the basic gist of it. So let's go. And since we're not a wuss, we're gonna choose original. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base, Outer Haven, and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's go over the details first. Make contact with Grey Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Should probably speak up. Let's use frequency yada yada for communication. Doo 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 doo. This is Big Boss. Don't suck. So in this game, you can do a simple little trick where you just duplicate any drops by walking in and out of a room. So that's really useful, and we're going to be using that a lot because I like cheesing things, and I'm also really not good at stealth games. I played literally on the first screen of Metal Gear Solid, which I needed to make sure my computer could run all of them. So I played some of Metal Gear Solid and Metal Gear Solid 3. Um, so it works. It's just that I suck. Um, I died like 5 times on the opening screen of Metal Gear Solid. Like 5 times. I'm not exaggerating. I just like you get shot 3 times and you die. So and I'm not patient enough to do stealth. So like things just didn't turn out well. So I picked up a gun, a gas mask, and the first key card. There are 8 key cards, and when you get the 8th key card, you basically beat the game. Um, so yeah. But I'm not patient enough to be good at stealth games, but I am patient enough to re-record this because, well, I say valued viewer for a reason. I wouldn't be making crappy videos if it weren't for you. And if even a single person is entertained by any of this, then it's worth it. It's worth doing. This is Big Boss. Watch out for the surveillance cameras. Over. Alright, we saved our first guy. After saving 5 guys, you promote to the next rank or class or whatever. And you get more ammo and life and whatnot. Anyway, here's the first prank of the game. where they just put gas in a room and don't tell you until you get in the room, by which you're already halfway dead. So if you don't have the gas mask, you're just dead because you have such little HP. So if you ever play this, just be aware of the pranks that happen in this game. Oh. To incentivize me not dying, we're gonna say that every time I die from now on, I have to tell an embarrassing story about myself. So I just won't die then. Oh, wait. Everything's just kind of funky in this game. Kirin. If you haven't figured out, this is not a big boss playthrough. Like, to get ranks like big boss and stuff, well, just big boss, I guess, you need to basically just speedrun the game. That's just how that plays out. Because you need to only use one ration total, which is the healing item I've spammed already. You might not have seen it. I don't know what I'm editing out in the future, but yeah. You can only use one of those. You can only get 8 alerts, or whatever they're called. And then, oh crap. And, yeah, stuff like that. There's a couple other caveats, I'm pretty sure, but basically, you need to be good at the game, and I am not that. So, we're just gonna play the game like a normal, average Joe, which I guess I am, so. In order to turn off the power, you need to blow up the power thing. You need to have a missile, which I have. Punch. Thank you. If you call Diane, she just tells you how to beat the enemy, like the boss that you're fighting, if you're fighting a boss. And if you're not fighting a boss, Diane will not answer you, so. Woohoo. This is actually like the most difficult encounter in the game. I'm not sure why. Probably because you can't just run up to one guy and then shoot him a couple times. Which you can do to pretty much all the bosses in the game. You just tank them and blow them up, including the tank. You fight a tank, because Metal Gear. Metal Gear is awesome, man. It's just great. Oh, sweet. So that was our first rank up, which makes everything much easier. Not like baby easy, but significantly easier. Here we're gonna use a ration before we get arrested. So now we have to find the person who made Metal Gear, which is basically a walking nuke tank. Yeah. Real, like, comic book stuff there, because this is not real, so if you haven't guessed. Oh, by the way, this is the first boss, and here's how most of the bosses are gonna work. Excellent fight. Here's a door that you can open with keycard 4. It has the body armor in it. I'm probably gonna get that later. But right now we're here for the bomb blast suit, which allows you to go into the roof area for reasons that they explain, I think. So that was the bomb blast suit. Now we're just gonna get out of here, but first we're gonna grab the guard uniform so that we can sneak past some guards later in the game. It only works on one screen, which I think is stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, if you're wearing the uniform anywhere else, why wouldn't other guards be fooled if the first ones were? But whatever. And the elevator's on the top right. We're just going to take that back to the roof. Doo-doo. If you haven't guessed, I'm a bass. Bass 2. There's a wind barrier on the roof. So here's my confusion. There's the barrier. Like, is it windy or something? Like, or is it like one little spot that has like some weird technology? Oh, I'm supposed to grab the parachute and fight another boss. I guess I better go do that. I'll be back. Doo-doo. And we're back on the roof. We're just gonna go fight bosses and stuff. This boss is a reoccurring boss, and one of the most iconic bosses in the series. You'll know what I mean when you see it. Go, 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 go. It might be embarrassing story time. Or not. It might be good. Guess now it's RNG, so... Or not. Here is the Hind D. In this game, it's an easily cheesable boss, like every other, but later it's cool. So that was another boss. That's boss number 3. I think there are like 8, which means 1 for each key card. Sure to use the mine detector here because bombs. Oh, didn't help, I guess. Here we learn the guy who made Metal Gear was moved to a different building. Real crazy stuff. Next we're gonna head to the next building, which is building 2, because they couldn't think of any other names other than building 1 and building 2 and building 3. There are 3 in the game. And to get to building 2 you need, well, I shouldn't say need, but in order to beat the boss blocking it, you need to have at least a 3-star rank. You can go through without beating the boss, but it locks off building 1 for the rest of the game because it one-shots you. Well, for the majority of the game at least. After you travel across the land, searching far and wide, shooting dogs, and opening doors to find out what's inside, you get the body armor. And when you're in that room, you can call Big Boss, who calls you a coward. Alright, up ahead is the tank boss. A rather cool boss in the game, because like, this is probably the best boss in the game. Because like, it actually presents a danger, it makes you go in, and if it touches you, one-shotted because you got ran over by a tank. It has its normal machine gun attack, and if you go in front, it shoots a missile at you, which I did for the content, I mean, to show you what happens. Totally did it again for for the content. Of course. Because I value my viewers. Clearly. Came home. And there's the tank. You need to have at least 12-ish mines to actually defeat it. But when you do, good for you. Up ahead, these guys will say that Jaboy Solid Snake is in the base. And they just aren't gonna let him in. So, I'm gonna use that uniform from earlier to just get let in as Solid Snake. Awesome. And up ahead is probably one of the more difficult portions of the game because it's just something about it. This one-shots you. Okay, cool. I just end up dying there quite often. You can use the cigarettes to see. You can use the cigarettes as a stimulant, and yeah, it will be great. Before we go anywhere, though, we gotta grab the antenna. There's a jammer in this building, building 2, and if you don't grab the antenna, you can't call anyone, and nobody can call you because they're jamming your phone or something. So you just gotta make sure you use keycard 2 here, and you just waltz in and grab the antenna. It is a requirement to finish the game. Alright, this elevator only goes up, and the only place worth going to is the roof, all the way up. After you do so, you get kind of busted, and well, this is a rather fatal encounter. Often, like, I've died here too much. And yeah, make sure you have that body armor and plenty of rations, because guys just pour in, and there's no way to stop the alert. This is a forced alert. Oh, that was dumb. So there, the resistance leader calls us and tells us something useful. That there's gas in the room. This next boss I'll call Diane so that you can see what she says. She basically just says to win for every boss. So we follow her advice to the letter and we win. I believe it's up here. Yep. Before we enter the room, we find Dr. Madnar. At least a fake one. Again. Or the first time, I guess. It's just that they move him around a lot. So here we have the fire trooper. And we're gonna beat him Like a coward, I guess. At least that's what Big Boss would call us. We get in his face and we shoot him. We take it like a man. Or a coward, rather, I guess. So this floor is pretty hard. I already got caught because I'm that good at stealth games. It's 3. Yeah. My memory is good, but not that good. That guy tells us that there's a lady named Jennifer, and she's in the base, and she can help us. We need to just call her in that room and another one, and then she helps us. She gives us a rocket launcher, so pretty helpful actually. And now we can call her because you need to have a rank of 4 stars to call her. So if you kill a hostage, you lose a star in rank. So if you kill too many hostages, the game is actually unbeatable. 4-8? Yes. So Jennifer used PK teleport, and she's just in this room. Except she's not. She already got in and got out. Somehow. But we have the rocket launcher with no ammo, but that's better than better than something, I guess. Here we find the actual Dr. Madnar, but his daughter is a hostage. We need to help her, or he won't help us. Now, it makes you, after you save her, go back to him to find out the combination to destroy Metal Gear. I'm not going to do that, though, because that just takes a while. So, I'm going to save the girl, and that's it. I'm just going to save her, and then walk away. Here's another boss where I don't really know if I'd call this a boss, but these dudes run at you, and they can only die by rocket launchers. They take 4 hits apiece. And that's that. Then you have to go up here and make another call to Jennifer. She opens this door for you, which has the compass in it. You can go up here and use keycard 2, I think. And you get the antidote. Maybe. I was only 4 off. Basically the same. Make sure on your way back you actually go down and around, because there's an elevator that goes around the forced encounter of the roof. It just goes straight to floor 1, and well, I mean it can go anywhere, but we're going to floor 1. Just be careful because again there's insta-death stuff, because why not? We're gonna get killed. Five? Alright. Alright, after some minor animal abuse, we're back in the basement of Building 1. Just kind of walk in here. And don't fall in a pitfall that I almost fell in earlier. Oh, wait. This is brilliant gameplay. So here you have to use the flashlight. And I'm just going to show you something real quick. Yeah. Those instantly kill you, by the way. I thought I went through the door. Huh. Well, it's embarrassing story time. What should I do? The other day, I was helping at an outreach. And it was like this church was throwing a carnival for like children. So I went and helped. And I was at an inflatable place. Or like it was I was helping run a station where there was an inflatable, and the inflatable was like if you've ever watched Wipeout, it was the big balls. So they're the big, like, 4 big red balls. You had to jump across. Usually you bounce off of them and just face plant in water in Wipeout. But for inflatables, you just face plant into inflatable stuff. So this kid completed the course. He's like one of 2 people at that time that I saw complete it, and I was like, "Yo, good job, way to go!" Like whatever. I go to give him a high five. He looks at me directly in the eyes. He stares into my soul and walks away. He just walks away. He just walked away. He left me hanging. This time we just don't die. Yeah, it's easy, just don't die. I forgot to call her, but here's Diane again. Thanks, Diane, for telling me not to fall into traps. Actually, I think maybe you're supposed to go the opposite way and go underground into. Oh, wait. That's totally what you're supposed to do. Because I've always wondered why this wall is wide open. Alright. We're doing this. Let's see here. There's an improv group at my college that I'm at. And for improv, I decided that there's a game we play where at the open practices, I'm not part of the group, but I want to be. So I go to the open practices, and one of the games, you had to make up a name to a movie, and then somebody asks you like 2 questions out of either explain the plot, enact a scene, or say the biggest quote of the movie. And I named my movie, one of them, Fork, the Ultimate Utensil. Now, when called upon to explain the plot, It was very simple. There's a new menace in the world. Horrible amalgamation. Beastly creation known as Spork is a threat to all cutlery around the multiverse. There's only one thing that can stop it. The Forks. But they might need the assistance of their biggest enemies, the Spoons. Will the Forks be able to stop the Sporks from taking over the multiverse and possibly tearing it apart? Or will they lose their title as the ultimate utensil? And then that wasn't the embarrassing part. I was like, I just made that up on the spot. Like, let's get like, I was really happy with that. And then they said enact a scene. Now this I felt no shame for doing, but if you did it, you would be embarrassed, whoever you are. They said enact a scene, so I asked somebody to be a stand-in as a spork, and I said I would be a fork. So they just stood there. I went to the side, approximately 15 feet away, put my hands up straight, like like the beginning of Fiddler on the Roof, turned like bent sideways, and then rammed into him. I just stabbed him as a three-pronged fork, and so everybody laughed. That was great, and we're back. I definitely didn't die here. But here's what always confused me. I just always wanted the other way. Here's how you know I played the game on the NES. Like, the NES version was flawed, but like, I did it a different way than like online guides said it, I guess, because I just figured most of it out on my own. So yeah. Wait, I don't need anything in there. Alright, now that we have the combination for destroying Metal Gear from the Dr. Guy, we can go to the next building, which is the last building in the game. So yeah, for this you need the compass, and the antidote isn't necessary, but highly recommended, because reasons, you'll see. How do you play the game? Here. Yeah, there's a bunch of scorpions. You can dodge them, but you might not be able to. And the poison doesn't stop until you use the antidote. Here, Big Boss tells us to get on the truck on the right, but if we do that, we go to the beginning. If we go on the truck on the left, we go to the beginning. So, if you go on all the trucks, most of them just send you to the beginning or something. If we go to the door on our left, I wonder what might happen. Maybe. I guess we're just gonna die here. It's a brilliant plan. You just get murdered. So don't do that. At least I don't highly recommend doing that. And you go down a big elevator. After you got the song stuck in your head, you just go over here, you grab your bombs again, and you hope for the best. Because this is the last floor of the game. that we're gonna leave immediately. Yeah. Is the oxygen tanks. We're supposed to go back and go in that deep water we could not go in earlier. If you go in it, you just take a lot of damage. You could theoretically damage boost through it, but it's just not smart to. There are only 3 more bosses in the game, and this is one of them. Almost. Maybe. Wait. Is it loading? Oh, there we go. Here you're supposed to use a missile and do the thing. And Schneider knows who the boss is. But he did not figure out who the boss of the bad guys was. Or at least he couldn't tell us because he got killed or something. I don't really know. I'm assuming he just kind of dies there. Because I don't think there are going to be dead bodies in this game, but perhaps. So you can kill hostages in this game, like I said before, but one of them's Jennifer's brother. You just can't call her if you kill him. More importantly, you can't get big boss rank if you kill him. Good thing we're not going for big boss rank. I have gotten better at that. I used to always just kind of shoot him because I didn't line it up right. I'm just bad at the game. But now we have card 8, the final card in the game, and we can just win. Probably. Those cameras do not cause an alert, but they do shoot lasers. And this guy tells us that the Outer Haven boss is actually Big Boss. Wow, super crazy. And here's where you get the usefulness of the box. If you call Big Boss while you grab the box, he'll make fun of you. So, he'll also tell you to turn off the console. Don't do that. But, yeah. You get to make fun of him making fun of you by beating him with a cardboard box and then using the body armor in the final fight because, yes. This is a gas room, by the way. On the right door, there's a pitfall, and you just die. There's a chance to save yourself, though, in this version. So that's nice. Like that. This is also a gas room. See if I can... Oh, nope. Okay. High skill. For saving her brother, Jennifer repays us by telling us to just just get hit. Just win. Just do it. And I agree. Just win. Just do it. Now here is Metal Gear. Just drops right into the fight. Awesome. And how you usually beat it is by writing down the combination and just blowing it up. So let's blow it up. Right. Oh no. Right. Left. Right. Left. Left. Right, left, 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 right. Left. Left. Right. Right. Did I do that right? We're about to find out. Left, right, left, right, right. Okay. Right. Left. I did. Right. Right. And we blew up Metal Gear. Now there is a little secret here. If you want more time, you can go over here, use your cigarettes as a sweet stimulator, and you can just fight Big Boss. And you get 2,000 more ticks for that. Oh, he actually has an eye patch in this. That's cool. If we talk to Diane, she tells us that she doesn't know nothing. So, the first time playing this, I was so confused. I just hit buttons, hoped for the best. I almost died there, by the way. And then when I figured out the rocket launchers worked, that's how the boss fight ended. Like your first time playing the game, figuring this stuff out, very, very cool game. By the way, this is 100 floors of climbing. But Solid Snake's just too good. This is Solid Snake. Metal Gear has been destroyed. Operation Intrude N313 was a success. No big deal. Job done. That's all. No big deal. I'm coming back now. Over. We have a special news flash. There's an explosion. I mean earthquake. Definitely just an earthquake. In Africa. And that's Metal Gear. So, for the Master Collection, which is what this is, it has many of the games. It has kind of like the best ones. Somebody's gonna riot and say, why isn't Rising Revengeance on there? Why isn't Metal Gear Solid 5 on there? Shut up. And so yeah, it's fun as somebody who's new to all this, getting to actually play all the games because I'm a Nintendo nerd. I didn't have a PlayStation or anything. So getting to play these was or will be epic. I've only played this one, some of Metal Gear 2, the first, like up until the tank fight of Metal Gear Solid, and until you can cause a little time paradox in Metal Gear Solid 3. I didn't touch Metal Gear Solid 2, but most of the stuff's going to be completely blind, so can't wait to have some fun. I hope this will be entertaining for you at least. I know it certainly will be for me. But yeah, that's Metal Gear. I am still gonna do the Jester only run, but I'm not gonna be posting a bajillion videos anymore. That's dumb. I'm just gonna post like one or two of just a summary because it's just not entertaining for anyone else, and not for me either. I'm still gonna finish it even though I don't like it because I said I would finish it. But yeah, I just wanna make better quality videos so that you might be more entertained. Because if even a single person is entertained by any of this, it's worth it. It's worth doing. So I hope you enjoyed, and bet you $20 I just got deer rank. And Big Boss is coming back as well. Someday we will meet again. And we got deer rank, of course. Hey, that's the fastest I've beaten it though. An hour and 5 minutes. And I died 4 times. That one was embarrassing, but we killed some dudes. We blew up some dudes. I don't know what special item means, but yeah. That was Metal Gear. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe and all that. But I hope you had a good time, and hope to see you in the next one. May God bless you today and forever. See ya.